everybody. Welcome to my vocal journal. This is a very beautiful day. It is a new month. Oh, yeah, I'm recording this because it is a new month actually. It's been a while. My husband has literally been saying, "Are you not recording another episode? When are you releasing another episode?" Like, he is my biggest fan, if I would say. And I've just been telling him I will. I've not had the time. Well, that's partially true, but then a lot of things has made me not record lately. And the first thing first is the truth is I have not had the time because I usually record on weekends and usually at night because during the day it is very noisy and there is no way I can silence the noise. It's- so I usually prefer to record at night because everywhere is calm, everywhere is quiet, and I can hear myself. During the day it's quite hectic. I have to take care of a lot of things at home. Even in fact, the truth is the daytime is usually hectic and noisy, and I cannot just find the time to record. So I prefer to record at night. And recording at night is not the most favorable for me, especially the days where my husband is at work. So I just have to wait the weekend when he's at home and record at night. And that is why today I'm recording by this time because I just have to record today and I just have to resume this my podcast. So that is the first part as to why I have not recorded for a while. The second part is I have been in a state of confusion. I don't know if confusion is the actual word, but then I have started taking content creation seriously. I have other platforms that I use for my content creation. So I wanted to also use this my podcast. Yeah, it's a content, but it didn't start out as a content for me. It started out as a platform for me to express myself. I love writing, yes, I love writing. But then this podcast is like, when you write and when you talk, it's different. When you talk, you'll be able to explicitly express yourself. You can do that in writing, but I feel like it makes more sense when you talk. That is why I started this channel to like talk and express myself. Not saying everything that's happening in my life, but then I don't know if you get it. If you've been listening to my podcast, you get the angle I'm coming from. That was the idea behind the podcast, to just express myself. Is like my baby, like it's just a platform for me to talk, and hopefully someone learns one or two things from my life experiences and some of the advice I would give here. Lately I have been in a state like this in a state of confusion. Why I say confusion is I don't know if I should take this channel serious. What I mean is, should I push it out there a lot more for more people to listen to? Or I should just focus on doing my thing and letting as much persons that want to listen to it listen. Usually when I record a new episode and I publish it, I share the link to my family group chat. I share it to my husband and I reluctantly share it to my WhatsApp status. Because why I say reluctantly? Because I know that a lot of my friends don't even listen to it. And this is why I was in a state of confusion. Because if I decide to push it out a lot, it might affect my recording. Why do I say that? If I put in the energy, the time, the resources, and everything to push it, and it does not do so well out there, it's going to affect me. It's going to make me not want to record more because I'll feel like I am not appreciated. Because even posting it on my WhatsApp alone, and most of my friends don't listen to it, it's kind of gets to me sometimes. Now imagine I take it very serious and I want it to be like actual content creation, pushing it out there, wanting everybody to listen to it, wanting it to blow and become viral, or all these things, and it doesn't work out that way, I will feel discouraged, and it might make me not want to record again, because I'll feel like my efforts are not well appreciated. That's the state I've been. I've been thinking, should I do that? Should I not do that? Am I ready for the discouragement, the dissatisfaction? I know that everybody starts slow. Every content creator starts slow, starts small. I know that if I'm consistent and keep posting and what's it called, promoting my crafts or my channel, it's going to do better out there with time. But I don't know if I have the patience, and I don't know if I'm willing to test that patience to know if I actually do have it. And that is why I've decided to, I will not say go with the flow, but continue what I have been doing. Because if I want to focus on that and make this channel, this podcast, all about going viral, monetization, and the likes of it, I will be discouraged. In fact, it might even affect the content I put out there. I'll probably not be authentic anymore. I'll probably not, I don't know, share as much as I want, or I will try to please certain people in the things I say. So I think I will just focus on doing my thing. I will do my thing. I will share it as much platforms I can share it to, and just let it go. And so that I would know that I am doing this for me, and I'm not doing it for validation or people out there. Yeah, that is it. That is it for me. So somehow we are getting into a new month, and I'm excited because it's my birth month. Drum roll, please. It's my best birth month. I'm so excited. Usually around this time, there is this sense of dissatisfaction that comes with it. Whenever it's approaching my birthday, I think it's the second time I'm using the word dissatisfaction. Is it a new word I learned? I've not used the whole of this week, so it's not a new word. It just came up today or this moment. Usually, when it's like around the time for my birthday, there's this sudden sadness. I won't call it depression, but there's just this sudden sadness that comes with it. I'll start thinking about my life, thinking about the things I'm here to achieve. I'll start comparing myself to people that I know, especially people that are my age mates. I'll start comparing their achievements to mine, and I'll feel like I've not achieved anything, and I will feel sad. Literally last year birthday, I shot myself on the leg. What do I mean is, yes, the same feeling came up. I was feeling that I've not done anything in my life. I've not achieved anything, and all about. But so I decided not to just talk about my birthday. I decided not to talk about it or post it on social media, and first of all, it was because I was not feeling the birthday. Second of all, I just wanted to see who are my friends. That's so dumb. Don't try it. Don't do it, because I'm not going to do that again this year. I wanted to see who are my actual friends, those that remember. So I didn't post anything about my birthday. And truth be told, a lot of people didn't remember my birthday. A lot of people, like a whole lot of people, did not remember my birthday. Some people later saw some posts from my sister and one or two of my friends, and they remembered and messaged me like at night. And you could tell that these people did not remember. They just saw it somewhere and they are coming to message you. And I remember ranting to my husband, telling him how sad I was that people that I call my friends, they didn't remember my birthday. In fact, I was calling their names to him. I was like, see this person, his birthday is on so day. This person, her birthday is so day. Like, I was literally calling, because this is who I am. If I consider you my friend, I know your birthday. I know things that are important to you. So I was just telling my husband, ranting to him, I remember their birthdays. I know their birthdays. In fact, whenever their birthdays are coming up, I sense it. I just sense it. That day, if it's probably 12th April, whatever, it is an example, I'll just get a signal that a friend is celebrating a birthday today, and I'll rack my brain and remember which friend is celebrating. So I literally remember their birthdays, and I remember telling my husband that I will not wish any of them. In fact, I'm going to pay them back on their birthdays. I'll wait till midnight, or I'll wait till like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. before I wish them a happy birthday, and I'll just send them a text. None of them remember I was ranting, but I didn't do that because that's not my nature. Most of them I still was among the first few people to send them a message. And this also takes me back to the last thing I said in my podcast. Most of them are my friends and I rate them, but they might not have the same feeling towards me. And I won't blame them. The truth is, I won't blame them because friendship is different for everybody. And they might be expecting certain things from me which they are not getting. So they won't even put me amongst their top 5 friends. But you see, I'm not going to do that because in the end, I was hurt that my birthday was filled with who wished me and who did not wish me. So I was hurt, I was sad, and it didn't just make sense to me. This time around, I'm going to talk about my birthday, not because I want people to wish me. No, that's not the truth. That's not the plan, or that's not the purpose. It's not because I want people to wish me, but because I'm doing it for myself. I know it's going to make me happy. I know putting it out there, people wishing me, whether because they remember or because they saw me post about it, people wishing me happy birthday is going to make me happy. It's not like my happiness depends on them, but then it's going to boost my happiness. So I'm just going to put it out there that my birthday is coming up. Yeah. My husband has already started getting tired of me because everywhere on social media it's being reminded that May is coming. So it feels like my year, it's like I'm about to enter a new, when people say Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Month, Happy New Year. It is. Yeah, that is it. Okay, so before I go, I want to talk about a trending topic on social media, which is submission. And I'm going to talk about it from different angle. First of all, why people get triggered about submission when the topic of submission come up. I've had this topic with a lot of people, even my husband. That's because it's like when it comes to marriage, everything is revolved around the woman. Now, what am I trying to say? When I was preparing to get married and I went for my counseling, it felt like marriage is all about the woman because they kept hammering. As a wife, you have to do that. As a wife, you're responsible for this. As a wife, your marriage field is on you. As a wife, it felt like the wives had more responsibilities. Or if your husband comes back, make sure this. So it felt like we had more responsibilities. You will see in a typical African home, a child from childhood is being trained on how to be a good wife. Oh, is it like that you behave in your husband's house? You cannot do that in your husband's house. You're a lady, act like this. And literally the men are not taught anything on how to be a good husband. Now, even the topic of submission, you will see people talk about submit. But people are forgetting that there is a role for the husband. After the submission, it talks about husbands, love your wife. It didn't end there. It just didn't end there because some people say, oh, it's love now. Yeah. It didn't end there. He said, love your wife as Christ loved the church. That is a very serious statement. It did not end there. It continued and laid down his life. That was the instruction to husbands. But you don't see people deliberating on this, whether the husbands are loving the wives the way that Christ loved the church, or if the husbands are laying down their lives for their wives. The topic is always about submission, submission, and submission. And I get why people get triggered whenever it comes up, because like you're always telling the women what to do. Women have always been told what to do. We've been literally brought up to be good wives from home. Don't do this, your husband will not. Don't dress like this. Don't talk like this. Don't act like this. Come and learn how to cook for your husband. Come and learn how to clean the house for your husband. Literally, you've been taught how to do this. Even submission, it's been hammering our heads, submit, submit, submit. But nobody teaches the men how to love their wives as Christ loved the church. I think I'm getting into this. So I think this, in all fairness, this is why most women, and aka feminists, gets triggered, because it's like there is no balance in this thing. If you're going to always talk about submission, talk about love. How can a husband love his wife and lay down his life for her? Because literally they say, as if we want to follow that thing, it's hard for it, that thing is hard, because Christ loved the church. If you want to follow that pattern, the men have so much responsibility on them. So that is that for them. Now let's come to Christians. As a Christian, I don't think we are supposed to be engaging in this conversation. Should we submit? Should we not submit? Should we love? Should we? It's laid out in the Bible, the role of everybody in marriage, the role of a man, the role of a woman. It is laid down explicitly in the Bible. I'll not be the one to come and start telling you, because you're a Christian, and if you're not a Christian, the Bible is a good time to pick up the Bible and start reading what the Bible says about marriage. But as Christian, it is stated there. In fact, there is no room for you to start arguing, should I, not should I. It is stated there in the Bible what the wife should do, what the husband should do. I know that technology, I know that in those days, a lot of factors were there or determine the roles of the wives and the husband. But then the Bible is the Bible. The Bible is not a mistake. The Bible is not wrong. The Bible is correct. The role of the wife is stated, the role of the husband. We should not be engaging in these conversations online. You should not get triggered. Well, you shouldn't get triggered. Just, if you are trying to get triggered, just remind the husbands that, please, you are supposed to love the wife as Jesus Christ loved the church. And because I don't feel to remind my husband, even if the conversation about submission hasn't come up in my marriage like that, but there's no need to even remind my husband that, because God is helping the both of us. We are not perfect, but we are learning. We are willing to learn. We are willing to grow together. So yeah, you can read from even the Old Testament, the New Testament, the rules are there. So please, let's not be engaging in this conversation. The conversation we should be engaging is how to grow together, how to work in the role that Christ has played, how to make our marriage be a kingdom marriage and represent Christ on earth, because your marriage is a representation of Christ too on earth. I am getting worked up, and it's getting it's getting late. So yeah, before I go again, I realized that my podcast is lacking a very fundamental factor. Is it factor or nutrients or highlights or just something? It's lacking something, which is Thanksgiving, appreciation. Journaling is a time for you to think and be appreciative of everything that is happening. So I'm going to start being thankful. Every week, I'm just going to talk about one thing I'm thankful for that happened in the week. And for today, I'm thankful that I've made my hair. I did my hair. Done my hair today. I've braided my hair today. So at the start of this year, right, I wanted to go, I am on a hair growth journey. And I've been following creators on TikTok. One thing they said is, do your hair yourself. Don't do a lot of manipulations on your hair. So I've been on mini twist, mini braid, which I've been doing by myself, which has not been the easiest. But my husband, my mother has been ringing in my hair, go and get your hair done, go and get your hair done. But for some reason, they don't understand that I am on a hair growth journey. I want to grow my hair. And they keep telling, TikTok hair, content creators say you have to do your hair mini twist. They used to have mini braid warriors, mini twist warriors, and me, I've been diligent doing it by myself, and I've been seeing the growth. In fact, what's it called? My front hair, uh, my edges, and that's the right word. My edges have been growing. Literally, like I can see growth. It's been working, but I think I just have to go get my hair done, which I have done. Oh, thanks to my husband and my mom. My husband did a good job. I'm looking very pretty. I think I should be making my hair more. But then I want to grow my natural hair. Yeah, I'm appreciative of that. I'm thankful to my husband. I'm thankful to my mom. I'm thankful to myself for listening to them. It's not easy to listen to them, but I did, and I've done my hair, and I'm looking very beautiful. So thank you for listening today. Today I finished a devotional that was teaching me about the life of Jesus. And one thing, if I can summarize the life of Jesus was about love, leadership, and sacrificial living. And I want you to think about that and ponder on it and know how you can align yourself with how Christ lived. Because we are Christians, and the name came from the fact that the people then were behaving exactly like Christ. So we can't answer Christians now and not live the way Christ lived. So until next time, keep loving, keep leading, and keep living a sacrificial life. I love you. Bye.